Hello, welcome to Kirby's Adventure. Now if you're wondering what happened to Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, I recorded 2 episodes of that, and the episodes I recorded went well, and I uploaded them. But then I recorded 2 more episodes of it, and those episodes that I recorded that I didn't upload were black screens. They were just me talking and game sound effects. And in fact, let me double check a thing. Yes, okay, this is recorded properly. So I wasn't gonna upload those 2 episodes, and that's actually why I stopped. If you remember way back in like the summer, I recorded Mother and Pokemon at the same time, like they were going up at the same time. Um, uh, um, and that was the reason Mother and Pokemon Red are called Take Two is because I had tried to do those before, but then I did an episode of Mother where I did an episode of Mother where I accidentally just recorded a black screen of nothing, of just me talking and game sound effects, and I scrapped that episode, and then kind of fell out of Let's Playing for a while, and then the Take Two series has happened. The Take Two series. So, so basically that same thing happened, just to 2 episodes. So I decided I'm going to do Kirby's Adventure instead of retry Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, and I'll save Kirby and the Amazing Mirror for a later series. So let's play Kirby's Adventure. And you'll notice the colors are a little different than they were for Mother. That's because I'm using the Pixel Tau NES version 2 palette file for this series. Because the NES is interesting in that it doesn't have an exact palette, color palette. It generated the colors based on your TV, basically, is how it worked. So different TVs would generate different colors. They were all the same basic colors, but like different TVs would generate different versions of those basic colors, if that makes any sense. So like certain TVs would show technically the pure white was never pure white, so that's why the white looks a little gray. Oh, you jerk. Oh, I can't get UFO now. That's why the pure white looks a little gray, which I like. I like that about this particular palette. You know, so there's always like, 4 yellows and 4 oranges and 4 blues and then 4 light blues. There's actually several different blues. That's why Mega Man is blue, is because there's so many different colors. There's so many different shades of blue on the NES. Capcom decided to make him blue because that's what they had the most options of. And, there's so many different, and then, but I happen to like this particular NES palette because it's one that's readily available, and there is a, GIMP palette. GIMP is a, free image editing program that mimics this particular palette Um, so there is a Minecraft resource pack that imitates the NES slightly. It's called... Yes, sweet, got them both. That imitates the NES, called Retro NES Revived. And the guy who made it, who did a really good job, really good pixel artist, but he did a really good job, but he didn't totally use the exact doesn't use the exact colors, the same colors all the time. No. Wait, how does it work? Shoot. There we go. It doesn't use the exact same colors for the same color every time. So it doesn't really look like an NES thing. It looks, you know, it looks 8-bit and everything, but it doesn't look, you know, pure NES. So, I just wanted to show off the HAL room, because that's the first HAL room ever. And so what I do is I take his texture pack, his resource pack, and make it a little bit more NES by giving it this palette. Oop. By making so anything that's a certain color is always going to be the same color by using this palette. Also, some of the more vibrant colors are really much more vibrant in this palette than they are in the original NES palette, so it's really nice. Just good colors. NES has good colors. Especially this particular version of the NES. This particular one. This version of the NES has this version of the palette has really good cyan. Like the actual cyan is really good. Like, not like Mega Man cyan, but like green and blue cyan put together cyan. Oh, right, can't use abilities in the water, you idiot. Oh. I'll take sword. do love the forest music. It's so great. Look at that. Oh, you jerk. Fine. Beat Mr. Frosty the normal one. This is the worst of the two ice powers. I hate the defensive powers versus the offensive powers, so I won't take that. I'll take Beam. I much prefer offensive powers. I much prefer how it is in like Superstar and later games, where it's like there's a bunch of different powers in each power. Yep. Give it. Ah, still only 3. Anyway, beating our first boss. Gee, it's the boss of the first world, and it's a tree. I wonder who it is. It's Wispulets. Hello, Wispulets. I love that. These intros are so cute. We're gonna be two levels in this episode, 2 worlds, and 2 worlds in the next episode, I think. I have recorded this before, but I didn't. But then I changed the settings, the video settings, and then I realized changing the video settings would mess up the recording. Would mess up how it would look between the 2 episodes. Mangroves. I love mangroves in video games. They're very cool, especially older video games. Oh, didn't even make it to 3 that time. I'm never good at this one. I've never even gotten like a 1-up on this version. Oh, no, I'm usually better than that. Let's put it that way. So I had a friend, back in the day, and this is gonna be relevant here in a second, who was like a family friend, so he was like a friend of my mom and dad's, but he was like also my friend, but he was like an intergenerational friendship, so he had like an NES growing up, whereas I had a Nintendo 64 was my first console. And he always called this thing a record, a vinyl record, instead of a wheel. But I think he was just joking around mostly, because I think he knew it was a wheel. Oh, jeez. I'm doing terrible. Oh, there we go. Made it to 2 that time. But yeah, look at the cyan on that sign, actually. I think it's the right kind of cyan. It's, oh, yes. Perfect. Come here, you. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Okay. Come on. Stay in the thing. Stay in the claw. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, get in the door. I don't think I've ever been in this door over here. I mean, maybe once. How do you do this? I think I've been in that door like once, and it always bothers me that I can't get back in it. And I lost the sword anyway. So now I can't get to that one up, which is such a shame. Have you ever met a knight? I've met a ton. Ow. Oh, I ate the dead. I think that's my first dead. I will definitely pick laser, because laser is fun. You should- Hey, honey! My dog just ran into my foot. Damn it. Well, that's gone. Mike is fun. Mike is hilarious. I love it. But we don't get to use it all the way. Because I want that. I want that one up. Oh, almost made it to the top. I forget who's in the arena. Oh, Mr. Frosty. Very cyan Mr. Frosty. I'll take it. I will definitely take the mushroom. Or the mushroom. Tomato. I got Mario on the brain for some reason. Yeah, whatever, I don't need it. You jerk. You double jerk. Both jerks. Hello, Navi. That's okay, I don't want wheel anymore. Ooh, wait. No. I think I wanted to mix those two flamers together. No, okay. Let me try again. I think mixing 2 fireballs together is a good thing. Oh, it's needle? Really? That kind of sucks. Fine, I'll take cutter. Cutter's better than needle. Actually, what I want is high jump right here now. Sadly, you can't go into the moon here. I think you can later on somewhere, though. Made it! Paint roller! One of the best guys. I love this guy. Yes, please. I love this intro. Okay, next time is butter building. And I'm gonna save state so that I don't lose the number of lives I have nor my score. So, I'll see you all in the next episode.